Our world isn't out there, it's within our minds. Actually, we see the image of this world within our minds, so each one of us lives in their own world created within their mind. That means there are as many worlds as there are living creatures on Earth. Besides understanding that we live in our minds, it's important to recognize that each individual has a unique perspective of the world. Our experiences, education, culture, and values shape how we interpret and interact with the world around us. That means that even though we share the same physical environment, each of us experiences this world in a unique way. This diversity of perspectives enriches our understanding of reality and reminds us of the complexity and subjectivity of the human experience. By realizing that we live in our minds and that reality is shaped by our perception, we can adopt a more conscious and responsible stance towards our emotions and thoughts. Instead of becoming prisoners of our automatic reactions, we can develop the ability to observe our mental and emotional patterns with greater clarity. This gives us the opportunity to question limiting beliefs, release negative patterns, and cultivate a more positive and healthier mindset. Furthermore, by understanding that we live in our minds, we can adopt a more compassionate approach towards ourselves and others. By recognizing that each person lives in their own internal world, we can develop empathy and understanding, acknowledging that each person's experiences and interpretations are unique. This encourages us to cultivate more authentic and genuine relationships based on mutual understanding and respect for individual differences. We do so many things in our lives to make ourselves happy. We buy new things, spend time with our loved ones, go to our favorite places, play, dance, and seek different types of sensory pleasures. We spend a lot of time, money, and energy seeking happiness and pleasure in the external world. But have you ever thought about why we need all of that? What is the purpose of the external world? In fact, these external things do nothing to make us happy. What they do is trigger the secretion of various happiness hormones in our bodies, and as a result, we feel happiness. And as you know, often these objects fail to make us happy. Let's imagine an example to make it clearer. When a woman embraces her child and her husband, different types of hormones can be released in the bodies of the child and the husband, even though it's the same woman. However, this triggered different types of hormones in different bodies. Why? In fact, the child's and the husband's relationship with that woman is different, so they have different feelings, beliefs, and memories associated with the same woman. Therefore, the same woman triggers the release of different hormones in the bodies of her child and her husband. Now, suppose the husband loses his memory in a car accident and all the memories associated with that woman are erased. He can't even recognize his wife anymore. Now, if the woman embraces her husband, she won't release the same hormones that were released before the accident because she has become a stranger to him. What does this mean? It means that the external world only helps in the secretion of different hormones in the body, and the same object can trigger different hormones in different people. Everyone, including humans and other animals, sees the world differently based on their intellectual level, past memories, body structure, sensory organs, and countless other factors. Someone may hate their favorite color, and you may hate someone else's favorite color. So how can we say which color is good or bad? All colors are equally good and bad, it depends on your mind. There's nothing in color, clothes, or any person that makes it beautiful. You must have heard the famous phrase, "Beauty is in the eye of the beholder." For a mother, her child is the most beautiful in the world. All these examples explain that there is no meaning in the external world unless someone gives it meaning. A positive consequence of understanding that we live in our minds is the ability to cultivate greater awareness of the present moment. When we are aware that our experience of the world occurs internally, we can direct our attention to the here and now, fully embracing each moment. The practice of mindfulness and meditation can help us connect more deeply with the present, increasing our appreciation for life and promoting greater emotional well-being. Now we understand that we actually live in our minds, the external world is just a stimulus. But if we know that we live in our minds, we can use other ways to achieve happiness. It has been discovered that all the pleasure and happiness you obtain by spending so much time, money, and energy can be achieved solely through meditation. Meditation can release happy hormones like serotonin, dopamine, oxytocin, and endorphins. You can recall good or bad memories in your mind and start living in that moment again. You enter the world that was present at that moment. Did you know that when we recall past experiences, the same patterns of neural firing repeat in the brain as they did at that moment? So in fact, we start feeling that experience again. We enter that moment again and relive that life. Therefore, we live in our minds. Let's make this clearer. What happens in your dreams? When you dream, you are completely in a different world, the world of your dreams. You are completely unaware of your surroundings. Your world is within your mind. Your brain cannot differentiate between the dream state and the waking state. Therefore, you laugh, cry, smile, feel fear, and pain while dreaming. Your heart rate increases, your body sweats, you exhibit all the symptoms as if you were living your dreams in reality. When you dream, you are completely unaware of the external world and truly live within your mind. Similarly, we can live any life by simply imagining and visualizing that life clearly in our minds. By doing so, the neural network circuitry will be activated accordingly, and the desired hormones will be released in the body. Therefore, in reality, we will be living that life. All pleasures and sufferings exist in our minds, not in the external world. In fact, we suffer in our minds, not in this world. Our world is within our minds, and we are the controllers of our minds. We don't need to control the external world if we can control our minds. If everything is well within our heads, you will see that everything is well with the external world too. But if there is any problem in your mind, you will see the whole world full of problems, even if everything is perfectly fine in the world. In fact, you see events from the external world in your mind, and it is your brain that gives meaning to meaningless events according to your perspective. Remember, your mind can be your greatest friend or your greatest enemy. If it offers and follows your instructions, you can create your desired world. But if you can't control it, your mind will start controlling you. You can conquer your mind, and you can conquer the whole world. Now, try to understand and reflect on this. You can feel it. Suppose there are 4 members in your family. Let me remind you that it's not just 4 members, it's 4 worlds living in one family. For example, your world consists of your family, your relatives, your friends, your colleagues, and everyone you know. Other people exist in the form of images in our minds, and similarly, we exist in their minds in the form of images. Additionally, your past memories, beliefs, future plans, and past experiences are also part of your world. That's your world within your mind. There are 3 other worlds in your family created in the same way. Therefore, each person lives in a world created by their own mind. But when a family member dies, an entire world dies with them. Suppose you're sitting in a room on a chair, but you're deeply thinking about your best friend whom you met in a garden yesterday. You're not aware of your surroundings, you're not aware of your physical body in the present moment. Now I want to ask you a question: where are you in the present moment? Although your physical body is present in the room, your consciousness is in the garden. You are physically present in the room, but mentally you're in the garden. You're not even aware of the location of your physical body nor its existence. Some may answer, obviously, I'm present in the room because my physical body is present in the room. But it's not that simple. In fact, when you're in deep thoughts, your physical body also responds according to what's happening in your mind. You can smile, laugh, feel fear, cry, or shed tears while thinking about something. To others, you may be present in the room, but in reality, you're not there. You're in the garden at that moment because your consciousness is in the garden, not in the room. It's not your physical body that matters, it's your consciousness that truly matters. What happens when a person dies? Their physical body remains there, so would we say that they are present there? Obviously not. Their consciousness has left their physical body. Therefore, it's their consciousness that makes them who they are, not their physical body. So, it's not the physical world where we live in our minds. By recognizing that we live in our minds, we are empowered to create our own reality. By taking responsibility for our thoughts, emotions, and actions, we can actively shape our life experience. We can set clear goals, visualize what we wish to achieve, and take consistent steps to manifest our dreams and aspirations. By understanding that we are the architects of our internal reality, we become the protagonists of our own journey and open ourselves to unlimited potential for growth and personal transformation. I hope you liked this video. Subscribe for more such videos. Thanks for watching.